So, straight the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up. Nah, I'm just playing. But, actually, I'm not playing. Here, let me, I've been defining something, uh, uh, it's called table science. And I won't exactly tell you what that is, but I will tell you it is a key. And I think Earthling's plight is, there's many counterfeit keys, and when you have a key, obviously it unlocks a door. What that door leads to has infinite possibilities. That's the magic of the key. Uh, uh, the magic symbol, which might be a counterfeit key, is our true identity, and that is the infinity symbol, because it defines a lot of the alien Earthling population's values and beliefs and in measurements. But once upon a time, when I was a little boy, I saw a ghost, and of course, I thought it was a crazy experience. But this ghost looked like one of the public figures that is one of the most worthwhile individuals in capitalism. I won't tell you his name, but in fact, the thing about this mystery, which I recollect succinctly, is that it was futuristic, because this public figure had to have been a boy when I was a boy. So I saw him in adult form, and now he looks like this ghost that was in adult form in his adult form. But one thing I'll tell you, I think Steve Jobs was murdered. I think he was murdered. It could have been by something fantastical. It could have been by human measurement. It could have been by mana, which I won't tell you what mana is, but it could have been by mana. Another funny theory that I keep thinking on is the origin of the human race, which succinctly defines it as progressive evolution, which doesn't seem to be the case. What seems to be the case in Hypertheory, which I've been dabbling in, like a puppet master pulling strings, of course, is uh we are escapists, and we escaped something vast and powerful, and the only thing we took with us was our key, which we didn't have the full table science of that key, but this key, of course, turns out to be the infinity symbol. Um, so I believe we all escaped. The story goes we all escaped infinite power, and literally tried to take infinite power for ourselves. And have you ever seen Mortal Kombat? Um, um, the first version of it, the movie. Sun Tzu what was the unearthly sorcerer that looked supremely identical to us. He had said, "Okay, your world is forbidden. It has got chosen to compete in a tournament to prove your existence to the otherworldly." For some reason, I think it was a little bit different. Sun Tzu knew a golden god spell, and um, when we came to Earth, possibly killing all the sending a hyper fireball to it somehow to kill off the population and reset its makeup into a particular fundamental ecosystem or playground to figure out the infinity key. Sun Tzu, which is the gold death saucer, casted a gigantic G spell when we landed in this vicinity, and it was a perfectly brand new planet that we had traveled infinite distance, possibly through the fourth dimension, to nestle our bare feet in its soil. But the reason I say this, well, I just forgot the reason I say this. But did I already mention that Steve Jobs was possibly murdered for selling too cheap of silicon? Because he sold cheap silicon globally, and the thing is, he basically the thing about silicon, which I get this from my table science. The thing of silicons, it's a byproduct of nectar. What truly is nectar is truly energy, which nectar is truly the drink of the gods, and that's why they are so omnipresent they have that much energy. But silicon, which we don't have that much of, um, is a byproduct of nectar, which is pure energy. Obviously, he was killed off. And of course, silicon prices rise. So the thing is, I don't the current computer I'm on costs $3,000. I figure it as such a magnificent creation that it truly is magic. Oh, this is the part I just forgot. This creation of technology is truly magic. Okay, I just forgot that part again. But silicon is a byproduct of nectar. Um, um, God is omnipresent because he drinks nectar, which is pure energy. Oh, the thing I was getting to, I just recalled again. The magic, the word magic, which deeply rooted in our ancestry, the calligraphy, all has deeply scientifical meaning. And these meanings yield information. But anyways, magic, of course. Do you remember reading news articles about top giant technological companies, in particular the FANG acronym, which meant Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google? There is a new acronym that is exponentially forming, and that is MAGIC, which is Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. I don't particularly know the I. I know the G is Google, and the C. I like to think it's Camelot, but a Nintendo under the umbrella Nintendo, but in particular, I don't really believe that. I just fancy myself believing that the C could be China. You know, as China is a communist country, so it is in turn the country works as a business, not really a free choice, free people government. But what I've been meaning to do as I've been getting down the line is tell you that all these technological figures that make up the MAGIC acronym in their companies must all be getting killed, because the MAGIC acronym really means that they were doing what they were destined or intended goalfully to do, which is create magic. And as I think we're in a deep tesseract pocket, soonly enough we might be discovered, and these important figures that I just explained that I saw as a kid, as I said, the public figure that I saw was a ghost. He actually wasn't a ghost. He looked divine. He glowed, and Of course, um, he was magical. But let me tell you the story of that. I was at my grandma's house, um, and I was asleep. Spontaneously, I just woke up, and spontaneously, nothing told me to walk and uncover the patio door blinds to see what was out there. I just did it, and then I seen this ghost-like figure, and he told me to open the door. Um, and I said, I shook my head no, and he had start. It looked like he had start welling, and then I had just closed the blinds and went back to sleep. But of course, I'll just tell you. Well, I won't tell you that. But of course, I think there's something called divine geometry, and it's just the effort to see the beginning and end of space. And I'm not talking about deep space or outer space. I'm talking about geometrical figures and polygons and spaces, of course, that they're called, which it makes it mathematically factual, which means something can be calculated in the future, and of course there is certainty that it will happen just off the shape properties that is in things like a cup of coffee, a knife, keyboard. But this divine geometry will be used to track Earth and the escapees, or in other words, criminals on it, trying to find the root key to, the symbol we masked and stole, which is infinity. Well, thank you. I'm Q, and that is enough.